get to Hanging Lake from Denver, take I-70 west towards Grand Junction. Get off at exit 121. At that point, you'll have to cross under the highway, then get back on I-70 east and take exit 125 to Hanging Lake. There will be signs along the road to guide you. It's a fairly popular hike, so don't be surprised to see several people there. The exit is just east of Glenwood Springs. If you're coming from Grand Junction, just exit 125. In the spring, it is best to get there early. In Glenwood Canyon, it is very common to have afternoon rain showers. When you arrive, there will be a large parking lot and facilities. There will not be any bathrooms from this point on, so you should take care of business here and fill up any water bottles you plan to take with you. From here, follow the bike path to the trailhead. There will be signs to guide you. At the trailhead, there will be a map and information board. There are picnic tables here too if you want to eat before you hike. This hike follows the creek the entire way. Please follow all postings. Dogs and fishing at the lake are not allowed on this hike. The beginning of this hike is one of the hardest parts. I recommend wearing hiking boots or good shoes. You start by scrambling up a boulder field. It's pretty well maintained, but you could easily sprain an ankle here. Some of the rocks even have steps carved out of them to make this part easier. You will also notice several little holes along the way. Some of them have cool air blowing out of them. I believe this is due to underground water from the creek. There are many beautiful views along the way, and you can easily get right next to the creek. Be careful though, there are many dangers on this hike that can be easily avoided with common sense. You can still enjoy getting right in there and being a part of the beautiful scene. There are several bridges that cross over the creek. They are very sturdy and offer excellent views of the scenery. This is one of a couple unique rest stops along the way. This bench was a public donation. At this point, the trail branches off. To the right is the Dead Horse Trail. You have to walk through the creek to follow it. We are going to continue straight, however, up to Hanging Lake. Just ahead is the quarter-mile marker. This trail is 1.2 miles long. The trail is very lush and green here. There is lots of moss and ferns growing. Just past this bridge is the half-mile marker. We are nearly halfway there now. Please stay on the trail. Shortcuts can cause erosion and damage the wildlife. At 3/4 of a mile, we are getting close. The terrain has already started to get steep again, and will get much steeper. If you're not used to the altitude, pace yourself and drink plenty of water. The water can be refreshing and tempting. I'm not drinking the water, just splashing my face with it. Drinking the water can give you a disease called Giardia, which can leave you sick for weeks. This is the second unique rest stop. There are dates carved in it from as early as the 70s. Growing up, our parents told us this was the halfway point. I don't think there were mile markers then, so I think they may have been off a little. Even if you're not tired, I recommend stopping here and checking this building out. It's a good idea to be prepared for getting your feet wet, as there are a few spots along the way where the creek tends to overflow onto the path. Once you reach the 1 mile marker, you are nearly there. Just ahead, the path goes up a cliffside. It is relatively safe, and there are metal handrails along the way. The trail up the cliff is well traveled and has been designed to allow casual hikers to get up it. The path is narrow but wide enough to allow both uphill and downhill traffic. If you're afraid of heights, try to keep going, as you will see it is well worth it. Once you see the boardwalk, you're at the top, and the lake is just ahead. At the boardwalk, you will see a sign saying Spouting Rock. This leads up above the lake to another waterfall. We have arrived at Hanging Lake. It is impossible to miss. Plan to spend some time here. I recommend eating lunch and taking lots of pictures. The water is a glassy turquoise and looks like a tropical paradise, but the water is freezing cold. It is snow runoff water. This log is stable, and I've seen many people walk out on it, but do so at your own risk. Keep in mind, swimming in the lake is prohibited and can cause damage to the lake's ecosystem. Log has been there for as long as I can remember, at least 20 years now. The water is so clear you can see fish swimming in it. I had to go out on the log to make sure I got the best possible view for this video. I had to be very careful, I didn't want to drop my camera. If you go all the way around, you can get up close to the waterfall, but we'll do something better in a moment. After you've enjoyed Hanging Lake for a bit, go back up towards Spouting Rock. It is a very short hike up above the Hanging Lake waterfall. It's the second waterfall. During spring runoff it looks like this, but later in summer it sprays out of the rock. You can walk behind this waterfall. Here you can see two spouting hills. If you go behind this waterfall, you'll get moist, but on a hot day, it is very refreshing. And how many times can you say you walked behind a waterfall? On the other side, you kind of feel like you walked into a fantasy movie. Here is a better shot of the Spouting Rocks.